It's going live.
Right.
Hello, this is Andrea Kaiser. Hello, this is Andrea Kaiser and Josh Kaiser here. I don't know if you got any part of that first introduction. I seriously thought we were already live, and we weren't. And then I saw the yellow live button come up, and I'm like, okay, let me do this again. We are going to just get started. I know that some people are planning on getting on, and they may be a little late. But however, this is going to be recorded. So we're just going to get started with what we have to share with y'all for Instagram training. We are actually in Colorado Springs, and we're going to make this really short because we have to get back to Cheyenne tonight. So what we're going to start with, I guess, Josh, do you have anything you want to say before we get started?
I'm going to let you lead. I'll jump in when I'm ready.
Cool. So what I'm going to get started with is, first of all, using social media to your advantage in our business is huge because that means the world is your store. We are open in several countries, 19 countries now. And obviously you're not going to be able to get in front of them unless you're using social media such as Instagram. The great thing with Instagram that I really like is that people will follow you when they don't know you. They will watch and see what you're posting, your pictures, and what you have to share when they have no idea who you are. Where Facebook is a little more personal. It's the people who know you, your friends and family. So sometimes it's not as easy to get the strangers to follow you unless you've already made that interaction with them in person and said, hey, follow me on Facebook, add me as a friend. So with following, well, before I say that, I want to let you guys know that we do have private pages because we think it's very important to protect our followers list that we work very hard for. And so it takes time to build up a followers list, to build up your following. It takes time to follow people. And so we just recently made our pages to where we are not allowing any It Works distributors to follow us because even though sometimes you think that you may trust somebody, they may go in and swipe your followers. Even if your followers are private and nobody can see who your followers are or who you're following and all of that, if that's private, they can still see who's liking your posts. And so if you are doing your business posts, which are opportunity before and afters, product posts, things like that, and you've got somebody that's liking on all of them, clearly they're interested, right? And so how do we know when somebody that you trust, you thought you trusted, how do you know when they're not going to look at that person and be like, oh, they're interested, I'm going to follow them and see if they will follow me back and watch my stuff and sign up with me instead? So we just decided as a business decision for us, we're just not going to allow any It Works people follow us. I might allow brand new distributors follow for a little short amount of time just to see the flow. But then after that, they'll only have a certain amount of time. So following people. When you follow new people, you kind of want to keep it intentional. You don't want to just follow people that are in countries that we're not even open in, that we will never be open in, because it's not about building your followers to a super high number if nobody is going to be interested or become a loyal customer or distributor from you. That high number means nothing if it's not generating anything. So keep it intentional and follow people who are able to order from you. So think about the people that are 18 and older. I'll follow some 17-year-olds that are senior in high school because, what's the look on your face?
Or you said 17-year-olds. I don't follow any of them.
Yeah, I will. I'll follow 17-year-olds because they're going to turn 18 soon and they're going to go to college and they're going to have student loans. And so if they're already following me when they're 17 years old and they're watching what I'm doing and they're gaining an interest, then as soon as they turn 18 and they've been watching me, then they're apt to contact me and say, hey, I've been watching you. What's this business? I'm going to college. I've got student loans and I need some extra income. So I think about things like that. So, but don't prejudge. So when I say make it intentional, don't like, and you're following people that you think would like to order from you, don't prejudge and think that, okay, I'm going to do, like only moms and only women, because men obviously are interested in our products too. Like we've got great things like New You, our protein shake, and men wrap as well. So don't prejudge and think like I'm not going to follow men, because you never know. You never know what you're going to get. So and you never know who needs the opportunity as well. So the only time that like I'll follow anybody, but if they don't follow me back, I'm going to unfollow them, because there's no point in me following them if they're not going to follow me back. You can find people to follow by using a hashtag. Something that, like, okay, if you're wanting to build your business in New Zealand, here's an idea of what's something I would do. I would look up, I'd Google search like common hashtags in New Zealand, or I would pick like a city and I would go off of like a certain city or a restaurant or whatever, right? And I would hashtag that. And then I'd look at the people who hashtag that as well. And that gives me an idea of people that are in that area. So that's just an idea for hashtags, or like new mom or whatever. I mean, I think so many people are already doing that. Like they're going after those people. So be like really creative in it. So you're not just going after all the people that everybody else is like trying to follow that's already a networks distributor. So what you can do is you can also follow a group of people. So say you go to a friend's followers list that is not an It Works distributor. And I'm going to repeat that, not an It Works distributor. Do not follow another It Works distributor's followers. That's shady. So if you have like so-and-so who lives in California and they don't necessarily want to be a distributor and they told you, hey, this is not for me. You know, maybe they're one of your customers or whatever, then go through their list and start following their friends, because it doesn't mean like just because they're not wanting to do it doesn't mean that their best friends may not want to do this opportunity. And so you can follow their friends, but then also when people follow you back, one thing you can do is you can go to, I'm just going to pull up my Instagram and I'm going to show you, hopefully this works. But when somebody follows you back, so let me just go to this real fast. So I've got 2 new followers. One is private and she wants to follow me first because I'm private. So she wants to see like who I am before she accepts my follow. So I went ahead and I did let her because when it says that she's following me back, then I can kind of screen. And if I don't want to follow her, then I can block her at that point. But then the other gal, she's public, so I can see. And I'm actually scrolling through her pictures, and I want to make sure she's not a It Works distributor, and I want to make sure that she's not involved in another MLM of some sort, because I don't want her like snaking my followers or my likers. So she's not either. So I'm going to allow her to follow me. But then what I'm going to do, so I've allowed this girl to follow me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to her first picture. She has 31 likes on this first picture. So I'm going to go to her likers, see who all they are, and I'm just going to follow. And I do kind of screen a little bit, look through, make sure they're not like already an It Works distributor and all that. But I'll follow several. And some of them, like I may not follow them. Just because like if I look at their page and it's super negative and not something that I really want to see anyways, because I don't, we got to protect our minds from the, from like all of the negative stuff. Because if you keep yourself like with a good positive mindset, then you're more likely to be successful. So just going through and following some people, and I'll come back to it and I'll follow more people. Just to give you an idea. So first 2 pictures, just follow all the likers on that. And most of those people that are liking that person, they're probably close to them. Some of them are going to be spammy. So sometimes I'll look at it and they'll be like Japan, like somebody from Japan, and we're not open in Japan. So I'm not going to follow that person. So let me see. I'm looking at my notes. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
No.
Like something that you're doing?
I'll cue in on the backside of when you're done.
Well, if there's something like in each part, because I mean, Josh and I are kind of going about it like just with our own personalities and the way that we want to do it. But honestly, when we started doing this, our follows like this, I went from on last Monday, I went from like 1,700 followers, and now I have 2,030. So just in not even a full week, I've grown my followers that fast. The other thing that I wanted to say with your followers that you want to do, you want to be personable. Like their pictures, comment on them. You don't know them, whatever. But say somebody has some super cute boots or a cute purse in their picture, or a baby, you know, like you say, hey, cute boots, or oh, your baby's adorable. And go ahead and comment. It's good to have that interaction because now they're going to follow you more. And so, and when you do that, because people sometimes don't understand like really how to use Instagram. So when you do that, what you want to do is like, if somebody comments on my post, I'm going to click on their name. So first I go to the comment, which is the little talk bubble. So I'm going to go to comment, and then I'm going to like click on their name, tap on their name. So what that does is it does like, it'll put it up to where you like slide it, and there's the like comments, whatever it is. Hold on, I gotta look at it because right now I'm not thinking very well. Okay, so it's too bright, it's not working. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the name that I want to comment with. Oh, actually it's not clicking on it, it's sliding. So you just, maybe you can see now. So you just slide it from right to left, and then it'll be there will be an arrow pointed
closer to the camera.
They can't see it. Okay, see that arrow pointed to the left is what it is. It's pointed towards that comment. See? Click on that arrow, and then what it does is see the name at so-and-so. That is going to notify them of the comments. They'll see it. So that person that you like @signed. I don't know all of like the terminology, but I guess if I can keep it simple for you, that's good, right? But then that way you comment behind that, and then you're commenting straight to that person. So that works out really well. And okay, if you guys have any questions as I'm going, text me. Let's see, I should have put my number in that name tag thing. Maybe I can change it. I'm going to see if this works. Okay. Try again. Okay, so you should probably see my number there. I'm hoping that's working well. I'm going to take out the it works part, and we'll try that again. Okay, so there's my number, 772. It's 307-772-1332. If you have any questions, then you can text me, and I'll have my phone up and the sound on, and then we'll take care of your questions. So be consistent with your following and unfollowing. If you get the Crowdfire app, you'll be able to see your followers, your unfollowers, your people who like recently unfollowed you. And then that way you can unfollow the unfollowers that recently unfollowed you. You can unfollow the people who won't follow you back because there's no point, right? And so Josh does this a little differently. He actually like unfollows like the next day, and I give them a little bit of time.
No, within the next 4 hours.
Okay, yeah. I give them a little time because some people don't look at their Instagram until maybe a day later.
Right.
So I give them a couple days. And then...
And I have reasoning for doing that.
Okay, what's your reasoning?
So my reasoning is I'm new to Instagram. New to Instagram because I'm a Facebooker. Instagram I'm trying to take on as my personal thing that I want to do to make this business better. But it's working really well for me. But what I do is I unfollow folks that don't follow me within the next 4 to 6 hours. And the reason is because I want people that are on Instagram and they're on it. So if they're liking and they're accepting and they're moving quickly, I know that they're very active in Instagram. And so that's what I really want, because I don't want somebody that sits and waits a day and a half to 2 days to get back on Instagram, because there's 1,000,001 people that don't do that. They do, within 30 minutes to an hour to 4 hours max, they're on there liking or accepting what you're doing. And so either they like what I'm doing within the 4 hours, accepting my follow, or they're gone. And that's the way I operate it. And recently, within the last 3 weeks, it's worked really well for me, because I'm getting in with active folks, people that are very active on Instagram, and that's what I'm looking for. You always look around these people and you're like, how did they get 1.2 thousand likes? Well, they got them from people that are active on Instagram, not from people they waited 2.5 days on. Those folks come around and all of a sudden you get a like 4 days after you make a post. For me, it's just not, is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on. Keep talking.
There's no validity to that for me. So I do it different than Drea, but obviously we bring things together and it works really well. So that's the reason why I wipe them out 4 to 6 hours. They're done. There's no waiting around on them. I'm not waiting around on them, because we know this business, there's no time to wait around on anybody. So that's where I'm at with liking and waiting and accepting.
So yeah, definitely it's up to you on how you want to do that. And you'll figure out what works for you. And that's the key. It's like trial by error. Like, try something. If it didn't work out for you, change it up. And by the way, we are not we're not geniuses on this by any means. We're just sharing with you some of the things that have worked for us. Evidently, the link that I shared with you guys was not working. So I copied and pasted the link of what we're currently doing. So you guys are all getting on directly with us, as if you're in the call with us. So just make sure that your line is muted, and you can do that by I don't know if you're on your phone or if you're on your computer, but I think if it's on your phone, it's going to be on the bottom, and you'll see a mute microphone. But on your computer, if you just move your mouse across the screen, then you'll see the mute microphone at the top. Thank you, Leisha.
Leisha's on.
Yeah. So, but and I don't know. I maybe can figure out how to share. Let's see. See if I can share the link with y'all, but I don't know where it is. So we've done a Google Hangout thing several times, but I'm still, there it is, links. I'm still trying to learn it. So I'm gonna do I did the event page with you guys and that didn't work. So I'm gonna try the YouTube page. So copy, and I'm gonna send that to you guys in Facebook. Sorry for the pause, but I want to make sure I get this out to everyone. Okay, so do this link. Here we go. That should work out good. Okay, so when you use the Crowdfire app, you're actually able to schedule posts as well. And Crowdfire is great for Instagram. The thing that I don't necessarily like about Crowdfire is that you can schedule it, but then it like reminds you to actually send it through. So for those who are at work and can't have their phone like directly on them the whole day to actually send that through, that it won't work out very well for you. But I don't know if anybody has another app that they like to use for scheduling posts that works great for Instagram, please share it in the group page. We use Buffer for Facebook as well whenever we're good about scheduling posts. And since we're on the whole topic of scheduling posts, I want to just really challenge people to do really well with getting their post scheduled at night, and I'm going to be doing better at this as well. Like, as of now, I'm challenging you to do it. I'm going to do it myself and lead by example. So schedule your posts the night before, like when you're sitting in bed, and just get them all scheduled out, and then that way it's set up for the next day. So then that way if you like get busy and you're not able to type it up and get all of that thought process, take the time to put it into that, to your post or whatever, then it's done, right? So try to do a post an hour. At least do 5 posts a day. So I like I said, I like Buffer for Facebook, and I like Crowdfire for Instagram. You can't use Buffer for Instagram. It won't work for that. But when you have people that are unfollowing you, I don't want you guys to get caught up in caring too much about
they're doing you a favor.
About them unfollowing you. Because it might be your cousin. It might be your best friends. I've had really good friends unfollow me on Instagram. I've had family unfollow me on Instagram. Excuse me. And I'm like, really? You know, like at first I'm like, really? Seriously, you're going to unfollow me? And you get this little attitude, right? Do not get caught up in that, because guess what? They weren't going to produce income for you anyways. So let them unfollow you. And keep in mind, like I already said, Instagram is for people you don't know. It is opening up your store to the world of people you don't know. So just always keep in mind next. Like if that person that you really are offended that they unfollowed you, just keep in mind next. Whatever. You weren't going to buy anything from me anyways. Don't waste that valuable energy on them. And on caring about that. So I'm guessing y'all are wondering what to post, right? I'm just going to make sure, I'm going to look and make sure everything's working okay before I get started on this. So, okay, for those, I don't know, I want to say they're not on here. Okay, so hold on one second. Click on link.
Where are you at in the notes?
No, you answer them, and I'll keep going on this.
Because I can just jump right in on this.
Yeah, if you answer them, that's great, because I got my mind set. So, if you are wondering what to post and how to get ideas on what to post, we do not want any of our social media pages to be an advertisement. If that is what you're doing it wrong. You want people to actually like to watch your page and not to feel like they're just being sold something, that all you're doing is trying to increase your pocketbook, because it's going to turn people away. So no just post after post of product before and afters, opportunity, product before and afters, opportunity. Yes, you want those in there, but make it more like about things that you're interested in as well. So a lot of people like Pinterest, right? And Pinterest is a great place to find things to post in between your business posts, okay? So you're going to have your 4 Fs. One is fan friends. So that's easy. That you're going to be posting things that you're doing with your family, or if you go out to dinner with your friends or whatever, right? Like Josh did one about him and Landon playing basketball the other night. So it was a picture of him and Landon. They were playing. There was like an action post. They were in the middle of it. An action picture. They're in the middle of that. The sky looked amazing. Like, great picture, right? So that's your family and friends post. Funny. So people like to have things to lighten their just their mood and their life, right? Because people are caught up in this fast-paced world of stress and everything else that comes with life, and kids running them around, work, all these things. They like to see things that are funny. So if it's funny to you, but keep it appropriate, don't put anything with 15 F-bombs and like, or any for that matter. It's unprofessional. You need to keep it professional. Sometimes I have a hard time finding things that are professional and appropriate, but look for them. And if you find it funny, then share it. The inappropriate things that you find hilarious, then share with your friends in a private message, not on Instagram or Facebook, because you will turn people off. The third F is fashion. That can be clothes, makeup, shoes, interior design. If you're doing something to like update your home, finishing your basement, throw those in your fashion posts. Like, I just think about things like that because it could be anything along those lines, especially for you guys out there. Like, Josh isn't going to be like, oh, check out these shoes. Aren't they so cute? However, he did post a picture of his new sneakers, his new tennis shoes, and showed like, check out my new shoes, whatever, because they're pretty awesome. So you can definitely do things like that. And then your fourth F is food. So healthy foods, like, since we are in the health and wellness business, post healthy recipes, because then people are watching you because you are giving ideas on how to become healthier, right? Like, that's what we should be doing. And then throw in the picture of your ice cream and chocolate syrup on top, and your cake and brownies or whatever with your fat fighters, and that can be your unhealthy food choice. But then you're also promoting one of your products. So then in between your 4 Fs, so you do 4 Fs in a row, and then do an opportunity post, then do 4 Fs in a row, and then do a product post, and then 4 Fs in a row, and do a before and after post. 4 Fs in a row, throw in an inspirational post of inspirational quotes. Definitely throw an inspiration in there. People like to be lifted up and encouraged. So that's keeping your page positive and interesting. That's pretty much what I wanted to share. Josh, what do you have?
Well, all right. Are you done?
Yeah. What do you have to share? What do you want to say?
All right. Instagram. Where I'm at with Instagram. It's exciting for me because I really have not done a lot of Instagram. I mean, I'm going to be honest and be the first to say it's been 2 years and I have just not messed with Instagram. I've really just honed in on Facebook. So Facebook for me has been my niche. It's just kind of been something I've decided I'm decent at, but Instagram opens you up to so much more. So Facebook is more of people you know. It's like somebody you're comfortable with. You're always going to talk to those people you're comfortable with. But for Instagram, it's a non-comfortable situation. You don't know these people from anywhere. So I was really against it in the beginning. Andrea's like, you got to do it, and so I decided to kind of jump in, and it's working out really well for me right now. So the exciting thing about Instagram is you need to filter your Instagram though. Don't just go in and go follow all the way down. You're gonna get a bunch of freaks, that want you to send them dirty pictures. So be realistic. But if you get into Instagram, there's a lot of people that get on Instagram because they just like pictures. That's what they like. Instagram is a picture-based thing, and you put a little something behind it. But so Instagram, for us, we can share what we have in an easy way. It's an easy way that's from here to New Zealand within seconds. So what I like about Instagram is because you establish a rapport. and you start to build a relationship with folks and not even knowing these people. So for me, Instagram, get on Instagram and I start going through, and something I learned on one of our recent trips, this cruise we were just on, that I want to share with all you guys, is that I don't just go in and look at people's followers or who they're following. So what I do is I get into their pictures and I look at their pictures and I find a picture that soothes me, something I like, right? Or something that I feel like that is relatable to this business. And I get into that picture, and then I look at those likes and those followers on that picture, and then I start liking those folks. And so the good thing about that is that you're getting some retainability. You're getting some people that like things that you like, not just liking followers, random followers within the thread. Because before, I'd post a picture and I'd get 1 or 2 likes, Not a big deal. We don't judge anything off likes, but Instagram we kind of do, because Instagram is kind of like who's actually looking at what you're putting through the thread. Facebook likes, who cares? You post it because that's something you want to post. But Instagram, you're posting it, and you kind of do judge things off likes, because likes are like, man, this guy is actually looking at my stuff, and he's liked it here, 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 and here. Obviously, he's interested because I post a thing of the greens and the wraps and the omegas and all this stuff, right? So I feel like likes, you kind of judge what that in Instagram. I feel like you kind of judge your likes off of that stuff. So if you're not getting a lot of likes, maybe change up how you're doing it. So the way I'm going in is I'm trying not to be a walking billboard, and it's working. So I'm trying to be personable, because I'm using the friendships, fun, and freedom clause within my Instagram post. Meaning making it known that I have friendships, because everybody loves friendships. They love to see friendships, and they want to see you having fun with your friendships, right? So I'm doing the friendships, and then the freedom comes with the money that we make in this business, because you can't have any of the rest without the freedom. Because the freedom is what pays for all the rest, right? So I try to I mean, I'm new to it, but I'm kind of feeling it out. Dre's been doing it for long time, and so what I'm doing is working. It's working really quickly, and so I'm going to stick with it, and I'm getting it. So basically, I'm getting into their pictures, into folks that interest me, getting into pictures and finding their pictures that I like, and finding those likers that like those pictures, and then I'm liking those likers. I'm accepting, or I'm following them, and they're following me back. I mean, I'm getting 40 to 60 a day right now. And
followers, yeah.
Right, and they're reputable. There's some validity behind that. It's not just 18-year-old Joe Schmo from the corner that which isn't a bad deal. But I mean, for me, I'm in a different direction. Dre's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. But where I'm sinking in right now is I'm really trying to do that, and so it's adding up quickly. It might be something you guys want to try. I feel like that any information is good information, and so. If it helps you be successful, try it out and see what happens. So if you get into folks that look halfway decent, that don't have like an upside down cross on their profile picture, get in there, look at their pictures, find some pictures that are cool that you think that are neat, get in those, and then get into those followers and start adding them, and just add them all the way down, and look through them. Just don't add. Look and make sure you're not adding like the dude that's crucifying sheep and worshiping the devil on Sundays. So you want to make sure you're like adding, but screening while you're adding.
So protect yourself.
Right, because you don't want freaks, because there's a lot of hackers out there, and at the end of the day, nothing to be worried about. It's a social networking, but at the end of the day, you just want to kind of make sure you get yourself into is really going to profit.
And then dump it in your bottle.
You're all, at the end of the day, we're all trying to help people out. So we want to share with them what we have, whether it be whatever's working really well for you, green wraps, whatever, right? You're sharing these products, but you're doing it in a algorithm that is consistent with Instagram, not a walking billboard, because we know that walking billboards are a distraction, not an attraction. An attraction is, whoa, she's having fun, he's having fun, whoa.
What is
They're always doing this stuff, and then, whoa, what's this new you that you just posted about? And what's this income money earning chart he's posting about? And what's this, right? And so I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I found that the 2 best times in the day, so this is what all the experts say, that the 2 best times to post in the day are 5 p.m. and 2 a.m., right? 5 and 2. Which
2 a.m. or 2 p.m.?
2 a.m. and 5 p.m. are the 2 best times to post your photos. Business
People
clothes.
are leaving the bar at 2 a.m., so...
So, also, I found that backgrounds, people say backgrounds, the best ones you can use is Mayfair, which, you know, we've kind of looked at it. We're not really, for us personally, it's not like, well, man, I'd love to use Mayfair, because it's not like one of those things, but they say that it attracts more folks. For me, it brings a little too much pink into it. But you can look at it.
Mayfair is like the filter that
Right.
you use on your picture. And so people are saying that Mayfair is like very popular.
Right.
A lot of people like that photo. And like I need to try it out, you know, and see what happens. A lot of times I'm like, I take a picture with him and I'm like really shiny and bright, and then he's dark and shadowed, and because like he'll be kind of behind me or whatever, like now. And but it's kind of funny how that is, but I should try and see what happens. But like
Mayfair, the background Mayfair, like John Eric will tell you. John Eric will tell you he's a Amaro. He like
Amaro.
Amaro is his favorite.
I
John Eric will tell you his favorite background's Amaro, right? So everybody, it's a personal opinion, but you're looking at social networking, what appeals to the eye. So folks say Mayfair and Amaro was what John Eric says, but really it's how you bring yourself forward, because if you come forward as a walking billboard, nothing. If you
people
come
will
forward
just
as
unfollow
a
you.
communication point, like I can just say hi, and always, no matter what it is, if you get a response in any one of your threads, respond back to it. And it doesn't need to be a sales pitch, respond back to it. Maybe it's just a awesome, hi, that's cool, agreeing with them, because there's communication there. Like they talk, you talk, right? If they just talk on your thread, you never give them anything back, they're going to stop talking.
And it might be like your funny post, and they're like, oh, that's hilarious, thanks for the laugh or whatever, and just be like, yeah, I thought so too. Like, that's simple, right? But now you're interacting.
It doesn't mean you need to, as soon as they respond to you, direct message them. Me, it's not how I roll, because I'm trying to establish a quota of people that do not want me directly just pounding them with, have you heard of that crazy rap thing, instantly, right? Build a little bit of a case for me. This is how I operate. Not saying it's the right way, because my buddy Josh Parker and Amber Parker and Drea might do things differently, but this is how Josh Kaiser works. If they write me back, I respond. If they like my post, I don't directly just start bombing them with inboxes. You may do that and it might work, but I'm just telling you how I operate. I feel like that if you get a trend of things, now all of a sudden you have a trend of things with folks that are following you, and now you can ease your way in there, and now you have a successful candidate that really wants to buy your products, because you didn't just start pounding them with information on how they can just buy everything that you have to offer. So that's how I operate. Super excited about this Instagram thing. I mean, honestly, you guys, 3 weeks ago was really when I started getting into it. Like 3 weeks ago, and I've been in this business 2.5 years. 3 weeks ago is when I really started getting Instagram, and it's working for me. Really.
He went from getting like 3 likes to like 30 likes per
like
picture.
Now 45 to 50 likes.
Yeah.
And I'm increasing and enhancing who I am by how I am presenting myself, because I'm watching what other people that are successful are getting 300 to 1.2 thousand likes within their pictures. I'm watching what they're doing, and I'm emulating it, because I feel like that at the end of the day, that's really what makes you successful, because that just means you have more people looking at what you're putting down. A like is whatever, a high five and a hug, right? So, but for me, a like is like, wow, I got this guy that liked the last 17 of the pictures I put down. Now we can have this conversation piece. Now I can go in and I feel comfortable, like, hey, I can talk to this dude, and I really feel like we can move forward with this. This guy's interested. So it's working. Stay with it is the main thing. It's a main thing. It's consistency. Instagram is one of them things that's, you don't think about it, but so there's 2 different ways to do it. You can either share what you want on Instagram and automatically share it in Facebook, which, you know, obviously John Eric tells us not. He says not to do that all the time, because Facebook's more of a personal thing. So it makes it more of a, hey, I know Andrea, I'm going to write something to her directly, or other folks, because it's a personal thing. Instagram, I don't know her from a stick in the woods, so I can write what I write. She likes it or she doesn't like it, right? But so he'll tell you to do 2 separate. And so what I've found that is working is to do 2 separate, but to always share that Instagram post because you never know who's looking at it, right? And we want the most bang for our buck. So,
and you can also, like, if you want it to be on Facebook and Instagram, you can also, like, rather than clicking the Facebook, so it sends it directly right then and there. Like, especially, for instance, if you're gonna say DM me in Instagram, which is DM means direct message in Instagram. So if you say DM me, that doesn't work for Facebook because it's just PM, personal message.
Same concept.
Yeah, but I mean, then they know like it was on Instagram and whatever, right? So I'll change it up and I'll make it more Facebook appropriate. But then there's a lot of times that I will just do Facebook posts that don't go on Instagram, like my post today, which was very personal. I did not put that on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram. So, you know, you'll have things that, like, too, that you don't need a picture to it. So you're just going to type it in as a status on Facebook so it doesn't go on Instagram at all. But that's a great way. Make sure you're getting those in there on your Facebook so you're not messing that up and making it look like it's like an Instagram wall. And one thing that I wanted to share that I kind of got to my, like, was brought to my mind. One of the apps I really am liking is Perfect 365. It's this little purple box.
Puts lipstick on your lips.
See the purple one? Okay, it makes you look really good. So what I do on that one?
Pictures lately.
Yeah. I don't have bags under my eyes. And if I don't put on mascara, I can put mascara on and make myself look like I have eyelashes. Like, it makes you look better. So, like, I'll do a picture and then I pick the natural changes from that, and like it's in the everyday looks, and then you just pick the natural like it's natural, I think. So it's called underneath. And what it does is it just gets rid of the bags, the under eye crap, and smooths out your skin tone. It's really good. I'm giving you my secret away. And then, however, like when I just do a facial, I don't need it, right? I don't need to use that. But and I'm really excited about WOW because that's going to help get rid of this and these and this, and I'm not going to have to get Botox. So, but I think, like, obviously, like, we're not really getting into the nitty-gritty of what Instagram's like. Literally, you're just going to have to make an Instagram name. When it comes down to your information about you on your Instagram, mine, keep it simple and interesting. Mine says, mom of 2, military wife, adventurer, traveler, Christian, cosmetologist, makeup fanatic. And then I have my website underneath, www.skinnyfrenzy.com, okay? So that's what I have, because I went ahead and I used GoDaddy and got a domain name. And then Josh's says, dad, husband, friend, and brother. I like dogs, football, and beer. I'm an entrepreneur, and I love to help people. So keeping it simple like that is going to help you get the people to follow you. And start posting pictures and playing with it. Be intentional. Keep up with it, like every hour. Try to do every hour if you can. Because the thing with Instagram, what happens in the news feed for Instagram is you're going to have it look like this. So if you posted 4 hours ago and you're following a lot of people, you're not going to see, like, your followers or whatever. Okay, whatever. Say, I'm getting this wrong. Say somebody is following you, but they follow a lot of people as well, and you posted 4 hours ago, and they look at it right now this hour, like this minute. They're not going to see your post unless they scroll all the way through all those pictures. So posting a lot during the day is key because you want them seeing you. You want to have that post that catches their eye and they're like, oh wait, who is this person? And then they click on your profile and they're looking at all your posts. So that's why we say post a lot. And then start interacting. These are main keys. Start interacting. follow 500 new people a day. Like, try to do that. That's 100 people an hour. You can only unfollow. You can only unfollow 100. If you're using the Crowdfire app, it's 150, I think. So if you're just unfollowing people through Instagram, it's only 100 per hour. So we use the Crowdfire, and Crowdfire will actually let you know when your hour limit is up, and then you can start unfollowing people who aren't following you back again. You want to keep your followers number to your following number. You want to keep those numbers really close. You don't want to be following 10,000 people, which, how many? You can only follow what, 5,000? I think you can only follow 5,000 people.
No, you can on Instagram?
But you can have an infinite number of followers. You can only follow, I think it's 5,000. But you can have an infinite number of followers. So you just got to keep getting rid of the people that aren't following you back.
Well, a girl from when we were traveling said she was following 5,600 people.
So I don't remember what that number is, but I think you can only follow so many.
Yeah, either way, it's all about consistency. It's about what you want. So if you really want to be successful, you're really going to put the time into it. If you really just want to give it mediocre time, then that's what you're going to do. We can sit here and tell you all day long about the secrets of what we're doing and what's really making us successful. And if you really want to make it successful, make it part of your day, you're going to. It's just like waking up and doctor tells you you have high blood pressure, and all of a sudden you need to do these things to get your high blood pressure down, right? You're going to do all those things to get your high blood pressure down because you really want to get that blood pressure down. So if I sit here and tell you, Andrea tells you, hey, you can do all these things, you can try all these things, and you don't try them, shame on you. If you try them, high five. Awesome. Mm-hmm. If not, you're bad. Because we're going to continue to try them, we're going to continue to progress because they're working right now. And so no secret's a good secret, especially on a team, because we're all a team, capital T, right? All a team. And so at the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to wake it up. You need to wake up in the morning time and do whatever it is you need to do, whether it's drink your coffee and get your kids to school and be intentional with your business. So that means if you have 15-minute breaks or whatever, or schedule your post or do what you got to do what you need to do, get involved, start following folks. If you have an hour before you go to bed, sit on there and follow 500 people. You can click the button 500 times in an hour. Promise you. I've done it. I do it, and you can do it. It's not something I like to do. I don't like to do it, but I'm doing it because it's working. So if I find something's working, you need to do it. So that's just me being real with you. You need to step it up and really do what you need to do for your business. Because we can sit here and tell you all day, and you're either going to do it or you're not. So we want you to be successful. We're sitting here and doing this call on a Sunday night, before the family call. We got to drive 160 miles because we want you to be successful. Yeah. We're here for all of you guys, and we will always help you out any way we can. Like I said, no secret's a good secret. We're always, if I find something that's working, just like I said, go into those pictures, like I'm not going to keep that to myself. I'm going to share it with you because I want you all
to be successful.
So use all those things. Put them in those little nuggets. Put them in your pocket and use them. Use them every day, all the time, whenever you can. If you get a Saturday where you have 3 hours, you can do what you got to do. Bam, 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 bam. Follow 500. Go over here into your Crowdfire and people aren't following you, unfollow them. Get those numbers level. That's another thing I'm going to tell you right now that I found out. Dre's like, hey, you're following like 1,700 people and you have like 400 followers. That's too far out of balance, and Instagram is going to flag you for being spammy, okay? So spammy is like, hey, I'm following a bunch of people, but nobody's following you back. Because I was getting 1 to 2 likes, and then all of a sudden it started increasing. Well, so what I did, I took a day off from following folks, and I just started unfollowing. Every hour you can unfollow 150, and I was unfollowing 150, all the way down. So it leveled my account. Once my account got leveled back out, the followers started coming back in. Bam, 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 bam. Because people don't like spammy. They just like when you go into a car lot to buy a car, right? You're dodging that dude that's coming out to the parking lot. Hey, you gonna help you buy a car? Or the dude that says hello, right? You're like, hey, how's it going? You go look at your cars. He's like, let me know if you need anything. You're gonna go back and talk to that guy. So let me know if you need anything. Versus the guy coming out saying, hey, you need. So that's just like Instagram or anything else. But you're social networking versus people networking. So think about that when you're making your post. Make them intentional. Friendships, fun, and freedom. Keep it simple. And follow and unfollow. Nothing to it, man. The rest is going to fall into place. People are going to start liking. People are going to start following you. People are going to start commenting. People are going to start doing those things. Do what you need to do to grow your business.
And just to keep this short, I want to end with a couple things. First of all, we don't claim to know everything about Instagram and what works. We're just sharing with you some of the things that have been working for us recently. We've changed things up, and we're noticing changes happening. Like, I just signed a loyal customer yesterday. Wait, not yesterday, Friday night, from Instagram. So just from changing things up, you know. And so really, honestly, you guys, like, don't think like everything that we say you have to like take 100% to heart. Try it out, mess around with it, try new things, see what's working for you, share it with the team. You know, if it's working, share it, because the world is a huge place. We're a small business, and right now, you know, it's only 105,000 paid distributors, and we're open in 19 countries, I believe it is now, and we're probably getting ready to open up in another one. Like that announcement's probably coming soon. So,
actually, tonight on the team. I don't know what just happened.
On the team call, we're hoping for some crazy, not the team call, the family call.
39 minutes from right
Get
now.
on it.
There's a really, really like a 99.99999% chance they're going to announce conference dates now, and a couple things that are going to happen for the rest of us to get excited about for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
New product line's not going to come till November 1st.
November.
Don't worry about that. That is coming, though. It's coming, and you can get excited about it, but for what is happening for us and what we can work for and work towards, they're going to announce some of that stuff tonight. And I almost can guarantee conference dates. I cannot tell you for Bert, like I know that for a fact, but I can tell you that that's a real good chance. So if you can get on the calls on Sunday nights, I mean, I can't get on Monday night calls with Pam all the time, but Sunday nights I always try to engage because it's kind of a refresh for everyone to
get you amped up.
Yeah, and really get the word from Mark and Mike. You know, I listen to Mark and Mike because it's coming from the top. It's not filtered. It's not drained. It's coming straight from the boss's mouth. So that's what you want to hear. And so if you can get on those calls, I mean, they're literally 25, 30 minutes, and they're motivating, and you hear some great stuff. So get on to them. That's where we learn everything. We pass it to you guys as soon as we get it. If you can get on those on Sunday night for 30 minutes at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock our time, Mountain time, get on them. So I've made it a habit now. It's in my phone. I have a alarm set, a reminder. Hey, dude, Sunday night, get on these calls. They take 25 minutes of your time. You can do it. 25 minutes is nothing in your day. You can do anything for 25 minutes. Get on these calls, ingest your time, your business, and everything you need into really making yourself a successful network marketer. We can give you all these tips like we're going to continue to do because that's our job. We owe that to you guys. And we are learning daily, and we're constantly learning. And we want you guys to be awesome and successful as you will, because if you don't quit, you will. I know it sounds karaoke, but at the end of the day, it's true. So,
and as we learn things and we find things that are working for us, we will always share it with you. So we may do multiple Instagram training calls, you know, and training videos, because as we continue to get better at it, we want you guys to continue to get better at it. So keep up with the practice, and remember that there's no BV in TV. I mean, if you're watching your show and you're working on your scheduling your posts and that works out for you, then okay, whatever. But when I really moved forward in my business was when I turned off the TV and I stopped watching like 15 of my favorite shows. And I'm just sharing that tidbit with you. Like, you decide what's more important. If you're a TV show that generates no income or changing your life forever, if that's more important for you. I used to be addicted to Candy Crush, and then I changed it from Candy Crush to Instagram. And I've been trying Instagram for a long time, and I'm finally feeling like I'm figuring it out better. So,
not saying not to have your Sunday football, okay, or your TV show, because Drea watches whatever.
Well, and I can watch my show.
Whatever the zombie show is, she watches it, okay?
I'll watch my one show, and I will do my posts.
You have to have that.
Get things ready, or be like writing down notes for training or something like that.
Shows aren't bad. You know, you need to find a balance in there, but you really need to be proactive.
Have a good balance.
75% business, 25% play. You're good to go. People say 80-20 rule. 80% business, 20% personal. So I use the 75% rule because it works for us. So you guys need to adjust your lifestyle with your work schedule and your kids.
And don't burn yourself out.
And really just go all in. You got to go all in on this thing, man. If you're not going to go all in, you're not going to be successful. If you're going to go all in, give it everything you got. Meaning, if you only have 25 minutes in the day and you give it the 25 minutes, you're going to be successful because you gave it the 25 minutes and that guy didn't. Go all in. Give it everything you got. We're cheering for you. We're high-fiving you. We're here for you to help you out. We're going to continue to give you guys things, and we're going to continue to do these calls and these trainings, and you guys can lean on us, can ask us whatever you want. By all means, if you have a secret and something's working, give it to us because we want it. We want it because, like I said, no secret's a good secret. So you guys have a good night. We are going to go get on the highway and do I-25, 164 miles that way. We will see you for our next call.
Yeah.
I'll be on the team group. Good night, guys.
Bye.